project. This table was obviously a mess, as you can expect by just looking at it. These corner things that I made for some reason they were the hardest part. Let's get into it. These legs, obviously, were probably the easiest part besides splitting apart this table. Um, and then getting each of these individual things to work out. I had to do a little bit of problem solving. So what I did was I went to edge after I separated them off of the side piece here. Then I went to edge and selected all of them to then cut all of the edges. And then it got me a ton of UV shells, individual UV shells. And from that, I guess I could see if it works again, just for fun. So if I cut them all again, right, and then go to UV shell, select all of them, oops, and just unfold them, then as you can see, it gives me a ginormous mess, which was hard to deal with. So from there, I could then, I'll just undo all of that. And so from there, I could then just stitch them all together in a way that made sense to me. UV toolkit, here we go. And so that made it a little bit more interesting, stitched together here, and found it to be easy. It was a method that I figured out here after like probably 2 hours of work, and then applied it to other situations like here, for instance. Like up here, so this is the lamp, obviously, and the lamp was an interesting piece. This is the base. I figured I could have split this part up a little bit better, but to be honest, I guess I just didn't really feel like it. I wasn't sure how to make it better than this anyway, so we just stuck with this. And then this is the sphere at the top, this is the pole, and this part, I chose to make it kind of an octagon place to keep these together, but still unfolding them. And then I try to do the same thing with the sword here with this handle part. But as you can see, I decided to separate them all. It was taking up too much space as a circular unit because, as you can see, there are just a ton of different UV shells here. So this was just insane. In the process of trying to make this part sharper, I split it into unnecessary shapes, and I'm not even sure what happened here, and I still didn't get it figured out, but that made it a little bit more difficult to make the shells here, but it worked out okay. And then there were just a bunch of different rectangles that I had to use to get this to all fit together, but in the end, it worked out pretty okay. So these three are the three projects that I made. It was about 4 hours to do it all. Of course, this one was the longest, but I learned a lot here, and that made these two a lot shorter. So yeah, that's my recap.